Hey everyone. Hey, hi. I hope everyone can hear me. Yeah, cool. So first of all, as the name suggests, right, this talk is going to be a treat for Star Wars fan. So any Star Wars fan in the house, amazing. So you will understand few things. For those who don't, I'm sorry. I'll try to explain. So yeah, let's get started. Hello and namaste. My name is Yash. I'm from Bangalore, India. I'm working as a senior software engineer at Mercari, India. Mercari is a Japanese e-commerce, for those who don't know. And I've been working in the network slash DevOps space for the past 4 years now. And yeah, uh, just a little light-hearted joke. Why did the Kubernetes cluster hire Yoda as a consultant? My Yoda bit is really bad, so I won't even try. But yeah, service there must be before replica set because Yoda speaks backwards. Yeah, right. So, what's the agenda for today? Yeah, we'll first of all talk about the challenges that we face in scaling the networks, why Cilium, how Cilium works, and the Jedi-like techniques that that's why we're here for. And then we'll have some quick Q&A, and yeah, we'll get things rolling. Right. Welcome to the dark side now. Challenges in scaling, right? This is a buzzword right now, scaling, because uh, wherever we want to, whenever we think of a new product or a new infrastructure to provision, we always think, oh, will it scale or not? So one thing that, in my experience, that people somehow overlook is the network aspects, and that's where it comes back and bites really bad. And yeah, so some of the scalability issues that definitely cover that occur actually. So latency. So if you are not aware enough as your network grows, so let's just say your cluster, your beautiful Kubernetes cluster has 500, 600 microservices running, and you have no idea where your how your network topology looks like, or how your uh, whether your CNI is capable of it or not, or what are you using for your CNI or not. So your latency will skyrocket like anything. Resource utilization, yes, this is something that a lot of people might have already dealt with. So let's just say you're using Istio, 500 microservices. If you're using Istio, what happens? Sidecar proxies also, 500 microservices. Let's just say each microservices has four pods, for sidecars as well. Imagine your resource cost. You'll be very, very happy to get that invoice at the end of the month. And complexity, yeah, it's really complex, right? Managing huge networks is a big mess. You don't have visibility. You don't know what goes wrong, and yeah, cost. Anyways, we talked about with the resource utilization. So this graph is roughly what happened with one of my early startups. We did not pay attention to the rising microservices, and it bit us hard, and we had several issues because of that. Yeah, importance of scaling. Obviously, the user is the god, so user experience is quite primary when it comes to scaling. Cost efficiency, you need to have a good, you need to save costs, right? And cloud costs can skyrocket if you're not aware about your costs. And responsiveness, let's just say some issue occurs, you are not aware of where that issue occurred. You're just typing everywhere, trying to see what went wrong, but you don't have visibility, right? So these are some of the issues that occur when you have things not planned accordingly. And again, this is one of the early experience that I had. This is a graph that I drew with that. This was like a per resource cost. So you can see, without by poor scalability, I mean not planned at all. You're just using everything as default. You just started out with your default networks and whatnot, right? And proper scalability, I mean, having a good solution, not just Cilium, but any good solution, and having proper visibility into your networks. So obviously, security costs. Let's just say you might have had a few security incidents. That's also a cost. And maintenance, obviously, we know, and infrastructure is one of the favorite costs of every developer. Right, Cilium. Let's get started. We have our Jedi now. Cilium is an amazing solution that we have used over a longest time now, and so why Cilium and what is Cilium, right? Cilium is just not another, the networking solution, right? It's first of all open source project designed to tackle both the networking and the security challenges, right? And it leverages eBPF. Everyone must know eBPF, right? So eBPF, because we've had, I think, several conversations about eBPF and Cilium. So I think most people are aware about what Cilium does. And eBPF helps you achieve high performance and offers extensive programmability and extensibility, right? And I think what sets it apart is how it is designed and what it focuses on. It focuses on providing a seamless experience for both the developers as well as the operators, which are the sysadmins or the platform people. And also, it's designed with the API first approach, and making integrations with anything with Cilium is super easy. We've developed several wrappers around Cilium for any custom use case, and trust me, it's super easy to do that. It's very easy to maintain, and the community support is amazing. And obviously, multi-cluster is something that everyone needs these days, right? And trust me, Cilium makes it seamless. Uh, some of the core functions, and yep. First of all, I think secure connectivity. It's native. Obviously, it supports the network policies as well as the CNPs, the Cilium network policies as well. Load balancing, it supports your typical L4 load balancing as well. And cluster connectivity, between different clusters also, you can set up a better connectivity. And obviously, it's protocol agnostic, right? So it's just not your HTTP, it supports gRPC as well. And API aware security filtering. So this is something that we leverage a lot. You can have a zero trust security environment that ensuring that it's never assumed and must be constantly verified. And you can obviously enforce network policies, which you should. And visibility and monitoring, I think this is one of my favorite features. The Hubble UI, it's really good. It gives you a great deal of insights about your all the metrics you can trace, whatnot. All right. This is the architecture, but I think we'll just skim through it. So obviously we have the Cilium agent that runs on each node to handle the networking and the security policies. We have the operator, which is like the cluster-wide component that handles like IP address allocation and everything. And we obviously have Hubble, right, which is the beautiful visibility and the monitoring network policy, monitoring network and everything. All right, so let's get into the Jedi-like Cilium techniques, the techniques for handling your Cilium, right? So understand the policy structure. So whenever we have our network policies, it's better to understanding the structure is foundational. Think of it as the training ground for any of the Cilium Jedi, right? So if you want to be a Cilium Jedi, know your YAMLs. And precision is key. The more specific your policies, the better are your security permissions, or the tighter are your security permissions. And have good labels and selectors. Please have good labels and selectors. We've had a lot of issues with a badly labeled policy. It gives you the right to, get write less rigid and more adaptable policies, and test it. Never assume test everything, and if you do it without testing, all the best. One of the simple example here that I am presenting here is like a Cilium network policy. It's just a very HTTP aware policy where it only allows GET request from endpoints labeled as backend to endpoint labeled as frontend. As simple as that. But you see, we have all the good things here. We have the labels. We have we are testing it out as well. This is tested out, and we are precise. We are not just having everything in one just simple policy. And what other thing that you need to have if you want to be a good Jedi is you need to have good debugging skills, right? You need to firefight. And Cilium offers that seamlessly because it has your CLI commands. So you can just do a Cilium status. It will give you all the status, like if your relay is up or not, if your Cilium operator pods are up or not. See, it gave me a unavailable 1 out of 4. I deleted one of the pods, and it detected it. You can even integrate it with, so we have integrated it with Prometheus. It alerts us as soon as it is down. And it's just so good to look at. And monitoring tools. So this is like a very simple, you can have even more complex Hubble UI. This is like a very simple one that I just quickly had to screenshot. But yeah, it just tells you how many packets are forwarded, what time it took, from where to where, like from the source to destination, everything. And yeah, monitoring. So I think Prometheus, and it supports Prometheus Grafana, and it should be actually equal to not fire, because if you have a good monitoring, you won't be firefighting a lot. So Cilium helps you achieve that with Prometheus and Grafana. All right, so I think we have not much time left, so I had to skim through a few things. But yeah, uh, and so first of all, understand Cilium. We have amazing community support and amazing docs for that. And have a good identify the common challenges that we discussed, and Jedi-like techniques. Obviously, Cilium policies, debugging, high availability, and load balancing are all very crucial. And have a good monitoring and metrics. And yeah, and because Prometheus acts like your eyes, and constantly monitors the state of the cluster, whereas Grafana acts like a data holocron, if any of the Star Wars fan can identify with it. But yeah, and final thought, like a Jedi with lightsaber, be one with your Cilium network and master it, and it will serve you amazingly well. All right, let's do this. Questions? Thank you so much for your patience. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your talk. We have 1 minute for questions. I don't see any questions on Slido. I may have one, but before that, I just want to ask if someone in the audience have a question. If so, please raise your hand. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
okay, I got
was I that good?
My quick question is, what are the issues that you have faced when you, how could I say, did your R&D around Cilium?
What are the issues that I faced around? So R&D around Cilium. So actually, I go a bit back with Cilium. So I was an initial contributor. So I was quite comfortable with the community back then. So that's why it was seamless for me. But I know what are the challenges that a person can face. But I think that's why, like, mastering all the network policies and all the fundamental concepts, like what is the operator, what does it do, and where is everything handled. And getting comfortable with your existing infrastructure before moving to the newer one is quite crucial, in my opinion. So we did a lot of R&D on the current infrastructure, which is without Cilium, and try to have a whether it is good to have or important or it's not required. So after doing all those data point mapping, we came to this conclusion.
Got it. Thank you very much. A big round of applause, please, for Yash.
Thank you so much.